What's up guys, it's Joe. I'm here at some temple in Chiang Mai, Thailand. Let's talk about the 5 lessons that I learned from traveling the world about the game. Alright, number 1, logistics is everything. Everything. Oh my god. Like, okay, at the moment, my apartment is 30 seconds walk from like the most popular tourist nightclub, right? In fact, it gets even better than that. Like, there's one tourist nightclub called Zoe's, which closes at midnight, and then everyone walks from Zoe's to the next nightclub called Spicy, which opens at midnight, right? My apartment is behind Spicy, so all you need to do is like, listen, before we go to Spicy, let's go to my apartment and do some shots, right? It's the easiest thing in the world, and that's pretty much the main reason why I live here. Okay, but on the other hand, you could, if you book some hotel that's miles away from all the clubs, or like I've done many times in expensive countries, you decide that, oh, I'm just gonna sleep in an 8-bed hostel dorm, right? You make it a lot more difficult for yourself, right? Put my head here to block the sun, better lighting. Yeah, not good. Which leads to my second point, yeah? And that's, girls are wild, right? When I was living in London, never in my life did I even try for or something like that, right? But like I said, while traveling, sometimes in the expensive countries, I do try to save money by sleeping in like a 8-bed dorm, or I accidentally book a hotel that's miles away from anything fun, right? And in those situations, there is no other option, yeah, than to go for these. You'd be amazed what girls are down for if you don't judge them. You lead them in a way where none of their friends are going to find out. It's amazing. Okay. Lesson 3, excitement. Okay, I have always said excitement is like the number 1 thing that you can have in the game, which will help you, right? You want to be excited to be like you want to be excited to be in the venue in that country. You're excited to be doing game and to know about the game, right? And to be surrounded by all your favourite wingmen if you are. When you're just excited to be there, right? You just emit this energy, right? You don't need anything from the girls because you're already so fucking excited. And you emit this energy, non-neediness, fun, awesomeness, right? And it's infectious. People want to be around that. When you have this, some people call it like being in state. When you have this, the game becomes so much easier, man. You hardly ever get instant blowouts. Everything seems to open. Sometimes girls come and talk to you because you're like the source of the fun. It's amazing, alright? When you're traveling to different countries every week, it's pretty easy to be excited to be there, right? But then on occasions where you're in a shit country, in a shit bar, it's harder to be that excited person, and then your results do suffer, alright? So learn how to generate that excitement for yourself in your country, okay? Number 4, language. Language barrier is obviously important, right? But it's not insurmountable, right? You really don't need to learn a lot of words to like impress the other person, right? I live here in Thailand. I learned the phrase "Pom Thai Dai Nid Noi Krap," which means I speak a little Thai, and even that was enough to impress people. And then you stand out from the other like sex tourists already because you bother to learn a little bit of their language. Let's be honest, like most of us doing day game, we probably have the same opener, right? Like, excuse me, so I know this is a bit random, I just saw you and I thought you looked really nice, so I wanted to meet you, right? Probably sounds like a familiar opener. How long would it take you to learn that in a different language, right? Not long. And then from there you can play around with like Google Translate or something like that and just have some real fun with it, okay? It's good. And then the 5th point is that not all girls are born equal. There are some countries where the women are way hotter. My favourite countries have been South Korea, Ukraine, Sweden. But as far as the like, oh, is game more harder in my country? Only if you don't speak the language. Other than that, the same attraction is attraction. The same things tend to work in every different country. Disclaimer, I haven't been to India, where most of the guys, that's where they moan the most. If you want to fund my flight to India to show you the game works there as well, I'll leave my PayPal in the description. I'll leave a bunch of other stuff in the description as well, including my free ebook, How to Conquer Social Anxiety. If the idea of traveling the world solo sounds terrifying to you, download that book, and there's plenty of tips, everything I know about how to conquer approach anxiety, social anxiety, things like that. And to be honest, if I hadn't learned about the game, I wouldn't have had the bravery to do it either. So just get out there, meet girls, and you never know how it can affect your life. Yes, hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll speak to you real soon.
If you've enjoyed this video, then we have got a free download for you. Go to the description and download your free PDF, which is called How to Conquer Social Anxiety. It's got loads of extra great tips and techniques that you can use to smash your anxiety to pieces and become that strong, confident guy who knows how to command a room, approach women, or just get what he wants from life.